My best story that I like is because I believe that so much of Jewishness is caring for other people, sincerely caring for other people, being able to feel another person's pain and being able to identify with it. So the story is about my great-grandfather, whom my father knew. He lived in a little town in Russia, and he had heart disease. And then one day he developed a persistent hiccup, which nothing could then interrupt it, right? So after several days, they felt that this may be too heavy on his, stressful on his heart. They took him to Kiev, to the professor of neurology. Well, the professor said, look, there's only one thing we can do to break the spasm, and that is to deliver a shock to the spinal cord. How do you do that? He said, well, you heat up a poker, red hot, right, and you run it down the spinal column. So grandfather said, okay. Took off his jacket, took off his shirt, and the professor went and heated up the poker and went over and grandfather sat there, did not utter a sound, did not flinch a muscle. The doctor didn't understand that. So he went back, reheated the poker again, did it a second time, and again. He threw the poker down and he said, I don't believe this is a human being. He said, you know, just a few weeks ago, I had a real strong burly Cossack here, and I was going to do this to him, and I just went over to get the poker. The guy jumps out the window. And here I've scalded him twice, and he doesn't even utter a sound. So my grandfather's aide who was with him, my grandfather asked, what's the doctor saying? He says, well, the doctor says that he doesn't believe you're a human being because, and told him the story about the Cossack jumped out the window before he touched him. My grandfather says, you know, people come to me with their problems, and I try to help them. But sometimes a person comes to me with a problem, and I want to help him, and I can't. There's nothing I can do for him. If I don't jump out the window then, I don't have to jump out the window now. Right? And that story is how caring for another person and feeling for the other person and feeling impotent to help the person can be a worse pain than being scalded.